Hey everyone, it's Danielle. I'm doing a solo playthrough of Converge, Catalysts of Change by Peter C. Hayward. I'm also including the solo mode cards, Aspects of Vision. I've got the solo cards already set up. It comes with 6 cards. They are double-sided. One side will be the solo goal. The other side will have abilities that you'll gain if you fulfill the solo goal. So I randomly chose 3 that would be face up, showing the solo goal, and then the other 3 are face down or face up, however you think of it, with the abilities. I have the 18 card deck that comes with Converge Catalyst of Change. It has 3 skill set factions. And those 3 skill set factions are the Alchemist, Mechanist, and Archivist. So these are 3 of the skill set decks. I was calling factions, but they are decks. And you shuffle all of them together. And when you play solo, you will need to put 5 in a row. And this row will be the opponent's faction row. And then I'll draw myself 1, 2, 3 for my starting hand. I will start a discard pile right there. And then finally, I'll take the top card face down, and this will be the artifact. The artifact will change hands if the opponent ends up scoring any points on a round. There are 5 rounds tracked by this opponent row. Each round, I'll be flipping one of these over, revealing it. If it ends up being a rank value of a 2, meaning the top left number is a 2, I swap it with the top card of the discard pile. And then I get to look at my cards and I get to play them, and I'll go into more detail once we start. So first things first, I have to flip over the first card in the opponent row. All right, so it is a 2, so immediately we swap this. So now we have the Archivist. So this, we're looking at basically the goal. So the goal here is 3 cards with consecutive ranks. Those goals will always be active while it's in the opponent row or the shared goal row. So here in the middle, we have the shared goals, and then underneath that, I have my faction cards. So in terms of the layout, we have this row of the opponent factions. We have the shared goal row, and then we also have my faction card row. So yeah. We have to try to make sure that the opponent can't fulfill this, or else they'll get 2 points and they'll get the artifact, possession of the artifact. And it doesn't matter if I end up scoring more points per given round. If they score any points at all, they will gain this artifact card. Okay, so I don't think this is a threat because it needs 3 cards with consecutive ranks here, and it's just got 1, so I don't have to worry about it. In my hand, I have 2 Alchemists and 1 Mechanist. The ranks are 6, 1, 5 according to the top left numbers, and they each also have goals on the side. So highest Mechanist, lowest Alchemist, highest number of different skill sets, which would be 3, would be the highest number. So highest Mechanist refers to the ranking numbers, along with the lowest Alchemist would refer to the ranking number. And another way that these cards matter, besides the goals I just mentioned on each of them, is that you can play them. You can play them into the faction row, so they can help you fulfill goals that way. Otherwise, you would place them like this, and these would be your goals. If you wanted to just spend these cards and use the abilities, you can. They each have a specific skill set abilities. So Mechanist will have Salvage, move the top discarded card to the goal area. And Alchemists have Burn, discard 1 card from either faction. Archivists have Educate, which is move 1 goal card to either faction. So I'm sure throughout this playthrough, you'll see each of those occur. All right, so let me decide what my 2 actions will be. I get to play 2 cards. I'll go ahead and... I'm not sure I want to discard anything, so maybe I'll play these as goals. So I think for now I will do lowest Alchemist as a goal, and then as a second play I'm going to use this Alchemist and play it currently on here in my faction row. So right now I do meet this goal of having the lowest Alchemist, which is great. The AI doesn't, so the end of my turn requires me to draw 2 cards from the deck. So I have an Archivist and a Mechanist. All right. I do also want to regularly check my solo goals. If I meet them, I immediately gain the card underneath into my hand as an ability I could play on my next turn. have to look out for that. But anyway, looking at the opponent's faction row, they don't fulfill any goals, they don't score points, so the artifact is still mine. Okay, second turn. We have Mechanist, and this one says lowest Mechanist. So right now it would win because it does count the current card, even though it's attached to the same goal. To the card that the goal is on, it would still score it. So I need to get rid of this card somehow. So I'm going to... I don't think there's actually much I can do to get rid of it. So I have options of moving one gold card to either faction. Not gonna help. Salvage, move the top discarded card to the goal area. Move the top discarded... Yeah, not helpful at all, guys. They will end up scoring for that. I wish I had a burn. It would have been smart if I kept this in my hand. That's how it goes. So, I guess what I'll do is play this card as salvage. So move the top discarded card to the goal area. So I'll do that. So this is most alchemist, and right now I would be gaining that point. I will need a total of 12 points to actually win the game because that's the total point value of the 3 skill sets I'm using. So 12 points is that magic number. My second play. I think I will... I don't know if I need to do this. I think I'll just play one of these cards into my faction. And I'll play this one to my faction. Okay? So, unfortunately, the AI will gain this artifact card. I'll have it peeking down here. And if they were to gain another point next turn, they will win the game if they have the artifact still. Alright, I'll draw. Alright, so let's see. Round 3. Highest Archivist. Okay. Oh good, I have a burn. I'm definitely going to be using this to discard one card from either faction. It'll be this one, the Mechanist. And then, let's see, highest Archivist. They have a 6. Oh my gosh, I'm going to need to get rid of this somehow. Because they would have the highest Archivist. It's a 6, and my Archivist is a 5, and I don't have any Archivists in my hand. So, unfortunately, that would be the end of the game for me, because they have the artifact and they can score points. Win top, discarded. Yeah, these won't help. So just for the sake of playing, I will place this card down here, and at this point I'll draw 2 cards and then we'll check the goals, and they would have gotten points, which means I would lose the game. So I basically would only win if I've lasted to the 5th round, and the AI did not have the artifact card, and I've scored the 12 points needed to win the game. So very easy game to play, but definitely a bit hard or challenging to manage your cards, manage where you're going to play them, and also the solo goals. I find them to be pretty difficult to meet during my games. But yeah, that was a really quick playthrough of Converge, Catalysts of Change. Let me know what you guys think of this one, and maybe if you backed it or not. I do want to thank Button Shy Games for sending this to me to play and create content for. So always appreciate when they send me product like that. All right, well, I'll end it here. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.